Later. I have two older half brothers. Like 10 and 11 and 12 years older than I. And both of them played. Chris played some guitar, and my brother Dave played drums in a band called The Bitter End. And so there was a drum kit at the house. There was other musical instruments, and then I roomed with Dave. He was going to college. Chris had left home via the window from my dad. Actually, the screen door. But Dave stayed at home while he went to college, so he'd be away a lot, and I just raid his record collection. Black Sabbath was the one that I really enjoyed the most. So Black Sabbath, he had, the Beatles. He had a lot of old 45s that I would play, old just rock and roll stuff. I'd always leave the turntable on, and he'd know. I'd come home and get busted because the turntable was still on. Jamie, were you playing my records? They called me Jamie when I was a kid. No, of course not. Who else could it be? Actually, I had an acoustic guitar, some old Harmony guitar that I'd fiddle with. It was strange. Back then, I didn't even know, you're actually supposed to put your fingers on the fretboard and make different notes. I was just hitting it, making, why don't I sound like these guys yet, But that swap meet guitar, and I had it was a Sears Silvertone. By the time I was really into music, my dad had already split. So Mom was definitely supportive, but also not so supportive in the, you got to cut your hair to get a job. It's like, well, long hair is part of music, Mom. If I got short hair, I can't rock, There's no way. So there was a bit of static going on at home around that. Dad had split and we needed money, and I didn't really want to get a job. I'd kind of show up and say I did, and I tried, but they wanted me to cut my hair, and I'm not doing that, and it was tough. It was difficult to want to be like the man of the house, or kind of forced to get a job, but also want to do what I was passionate about. My dad, he came to some of the shows, and he was proud, but we still weren't really, to level 5 at all, whatsoever. We weren't at level 5. It was still on level 1, but he was proud that I had made something out of myself, out of a passion, out of some idea I had, and I was made fun of all the time, Okay, yeah, you're a rock and roller. You're gonna be on stage one day, huh? Total sarcasm from friends and family, and yeah, I am. That's what I want to do, Looking at that Aerosmith poster or the Led Zeppelin posters on the wall, and thinking I gotta be in one of those posters when I grow up. When I think I'm grown up.